This video podcast is brought to you by McCarter Online.
A big part of both. And actually that's a part of contention is because, Muhammad Ali was not only a Muslim, but he was in a nation of Islam, which is like a kind of a, I don't want to say separate, but it's definitely a tangent. You know what I mean? It doesn't subscribe to Orthodox Islam, particularly then, so it's almost like it's fun. It's interesting because you have someone like Ali who was like this loving person, and it's clear that he loved humanity, but what he believed in, at least publicly, was a religion that, some of the stuff was, kind of could be considered, prejudice, especially back then. It was pretty hardcore back then. So he was trying to hold all those things. How does he hold that, have, white friends and have a white trainer, and yet be a nation of Islam and be connected to Elijah Muhammad? And how does he hold all those things? And Fetchit was actually a devout Catholic, So sometimes that's what I'm saying. They also had points of contention, in terms of how do we do things, what is progress? Is progress integration? Is progress separation? Now later on, Muhammad Ali clearly became more, integration or became that kind of vibe. But at that time, he was very clearly separate. At least that's what he said. We don't know how he really felt, because he would flip back and forth. He was a young guy trying to figure things out. So religion played a big deal into their personas and really their private lives as well. Yeah, it's an interesting question. Yeah, we get into that in play.
Relationship with Malcolm X?
Who, Muhammad Ali?
Yeah.
Oh, he had a big relationship with Malcolm X. Yeah. In fact, well, see, now you're not come. It's in the play. It's in the play. But I don't know if I should talk about that. What do you think? Basically, and kind of you talked about Cosell being paternal. He also had a relationship like that with Malcolm X. Even though Howard Cosell and Malcolm X are pretty different, but you get mentors from different places. Cosell is paternal, Stephen Fetchit was kind of paternal, Malcolm X. So he was a young man absorbing all this stuff. And basically, when Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam made their infamous split, Muhammad Ali severed his ties with Malcolm X. And he always says, even when he became older, as an older person, he's like, that's one thing I regret. He's like, I regret cutting loose my really good friend, because he was right anyway. This is what Ali says, where the direction Malcolm X was going was the right direction. And he really regrets it because he cut him off, when he left the nation, So we get into that too.
This podcast has been brought to you by McCarter Theater in Princeton, New Jersey. For tickets, call 609-258-ARTS or visit www.mccarter.org.